Special guest Tino Cochino in the building. AZ women are voted the least dateable in the entire country.
Damn.
Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, one for the footballers. Yo, it's your boy DJ Aaron Michael, baby. Y'all now locked into the Queued Up podcast. Let's go.
Let's go. Nice.
When it done, nice. Good shit.
Queued up.
Yes, sir, baby. Episode 36. We are in the building. We missed y'all.
We back.
We missed y'all,
back.
man.
Back at it, damn it.
Yo, we are here. We are excited. We are feeling good today. I'm your boy Aaron Michael. You guys are now locked into the Queued Up podcast, man.
They didn't tell me to do that before. I would have jumped in.
See, we can't tell the guests, all right? It's like a secret thing that either you get it or you just got it. You know what I'm saying? I
Out of
know.
left field, yeah.
But you wait, all right? Before we get to you, all right? You hold on, sir. All right? Yeah, all right. Zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Yo, big round of applause for my boy Chewy for the editing he did for the last episode 35,
Fire.
the compilation episode.
That
was fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying?
good.
Seeing the clips and all the guests we've been able to have and been super lucky to have. We love you guys, man. Hearts.
Yeah.
Hearts and kisses. Yo, we are happy to be back, with you guys. There's a lot of stuff going on today. We're going to be talking about Arizona women voted the least dateable. This is a scientific fact. This is not our opinions. All right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not us. This is an Arizona fact. Women, y'all got to do better. I'm just joking, but we're going to talk about that.
Well, maybe they do.
I don't know what they do. Oh, we're going to find out. We got another round of hot cues as well. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of football shit going on. Colorado got their ass whooped. Mm-hmm. The Broncos got their ass whooped. Somehow the Cowboys choked against the whack-ass Cardinals.
Right.
Chewy, I'm
on,
sorry.
man.
Chewy, look at you. Yay. Yay. There was like 8 fights at the game, too, by the way. Usher doing the Super Bowl as well. Blueface and Krishan, they need to be stopped. And we also have a new little mini segment called WL or M, a.k.a. win, loss, or mid. And we're going to break that down in a little bit. So, and also, shout out to the squad in the building. Shout out to my brother, Jesus Crust. You know what I'm saying? Looking mad godly with the white Cardinals jersey on. There you go. There you go. My boy Gibby Visions over there with the camera.
Sir.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Albert in the building, too. Welcome back, bro. Good to have you back.
Uh-huh.
And then on the screen, all right, my brother, the one and only
dogs.
RC Calvert
Yes,
Productions.
sir. What up?
What's up, baby?
Feeling great. I'm glad to be back. It feels like it's been longer than a week since we were last here.
It felt like 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks.
It was, but it feels longer than that.
It do.
I missed
But I'm
y'all.
happy to be back.
I missed y'all.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and also we got not only my bro Artie Reeves, but the birthday boy Artie Reeves. Ow! Feliz cumpleaños.
Yay.
How do you feel turning 35?
Shit. I didn't realize. I didn't realize I was 35. Shit. No, but no, I feel good, man. I honestly, like I told people this, I don't feel like I physically have aged since like 22.
Nice.
Like being honest, like I'm like not bullshitting. People be like,
See, I
Sounds
feel that
good.
way too, but then when I woke up this morning, literally my knees were like 2 bricks right here. So I'm over here, like tip drilling around my house trying to do shit. So
Yeah.
it hits
Hell
me,
no.
but then I warm up and I'm good. So happy for you.
thank you, brother.
So happy. Happy birthday, man.
Hey,
Love you,
man,
dog.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Okay. And also our special guest that we have in the building. If you're looking at the screen, you know who this man is. If you listen to radio in Phoenix, you know who this man is. But he's beyond Phoenix now. Okay, you are now in over 75 different cities.
Yeah.
Talk that shit.
Come on, bro.
Talk
Come on, bro.
that
You literally
talk.
built
That
your
shit.
brand from the ground up. Over 50,000 followers on IG. You are a social media star. You are a marketing genius.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to glaze you. I'm just being honest. Like you
Glaze me.
Glaze him up.
Glaze me,
That
please.
sounds suspect.
Spit on it.
Maybe not.
That's what the kids are saying. The
Give
kids
me
are-
nice compliments.
Yeah, no, bro. But like facts. Like if you would have told me a few years ago, yo, you're gonna have a podcast and Tino's gonna be on it, I would have not fucking believed you.
I remember you first talking about doing a podcast. So I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah,
It
man.
literally just happened like that. I went to the I had finished a set in Scottsdale last night.
Yep.
And shout out to the homie Reggie. He was like, yo, Aaron's playing the cake. Let's go say what up. And so I was like, all right, slid through. And you just threw the invite. I was like, okay, let's do it. I didn't think you'd say tomorrow.
Well,
and you did, and here we are.
yeah, no, I'm like, wait, are you free tomorrow? Because you're like, wait, next week? Wait, are you free tomorrow? Like, yeah. I'm like, all right, fuck it, tomorrow. Yeah, please.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yo, but not only are you an amazing, I'm not done hyping you up yet. Okay, hold on, bro. Not only are you amazing on the radio and amazing as an online personality as well as a content creator, you're also an amazing DJ. And I don't really give that out too often.
Thanks, man.
Because I think I'm always like way better than everybody. But you are really fucking good. I did not think you were that good as a DJ.
I don't.
And
Oh,
it pissed
do
me
you say
off
it?
because you have it all.
I don't feel like I'll be honest. I don't feel like I'm a good DJ. I feel like if you want to say actual DJ, there's so like I learned on turntables, right? But I don't consider myself like a turntablist. Like I can't fucking scratch the way everybody scratches.
They don't give a fuck about that.
But it's still part of
White
it.
women don't. They don't know if you're doing a 2-click fucking flare into an orbital. They don't give a shit.
I'm just saying because it's what I started as. Like I literally had belt-driven turntables, and I was getting fucking crates from the post office to like build my record collection. So like I learned that way, but I just learned by watching. No one ever taught me. Like my homie, shout out to Scooby Jones, he would always like let me shadow and carry his crates basically, and I was like his intern. But he was like, look, you can hang out, do whatever, but I'm not really gonna teach you. Like just be here. And so I literally just learned by watching. So no one taught me, and I just kind of figured it out. So I feel like for me, I'm more so. I like the word, I guess, just entertainer. I guess just because I know how to read. I feel like when it comes to DJing, everyone's got their thing that they're good at. For me, it's reading the crowd. If I'm in the right, dynamic, I could really just look, okay, this works, this doesn't work, this is going to be here, boom, 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 and I can kind of figure out my set as I go. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, see, look, the beautiful thing is you're a great DJ because you're a great entertainer, and people want to come see you because you have your brand. And you want to know what your brand is?
What's that?
Tino motherfucking Cochino.
You got that right,
baby.
TCR, baby.
Yeah. TC fucking R.
Real quick, just so it's documented, I wanted to shout out Aaron. I've told like 30 people. I had a DJ set recently at this spot, and I was opening, and the rule is, in my knowledge, the rule is you don't burn the headliner.
Right.
And so, they tell me, hey, play a certain way. I'm like, okay, got you, the owner or the manager, whatever. I'm like, all right, got you.
Right.
I took it in a different way than what they said. But the crowd was into it. Like the girls that were there, it was all females, it was like bachelorette parties and shit.
Right.
And they were into it, but it was a different vision from what he wanted. And it's like, I know I can go harder, but I'm not going to burn the guy after me.
Right.
And I couldn't find it. And Aaron came in and he was like, yo, can I tell you something? And I feel like you didn't want to say it at first, but he was like, look, like this ain't it, basically. Like you just go in. And I told him, I was like, bro, I don't want to burn a guy after me. Like I don't want to fuck up. He's like, fuck that. Just go.
Right.
Just do what you do and get it. And I needed just that little pep talk, that little confidence. And I jumped on and fucking killed that last hour.
Yes, sir.
And it was because he gave me the little push. So thank you for that.
There we go.
Should we get the hoo-ah, get some bombs, play it all. God damn it. Yo, no, but bro, I know how good you are. And when I walked in there, because I had a talk with the GM before I walked in there, he was like, hey, if that's your guy, just get him going. And the way Tina was describing on how opening DJs work, because I still open as well too, is right. You don't want to play all the main shit before the main headliner gets on because you want it to be fresh. Nobody wants to hear fucking no hands 4 times in a night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if they're there from 9:30 till 2 a.m. But also, the main DJ does not want to deal with this, an empty club.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And you know what I'm saying? So even if you got to play hot shit to keep it there, and the way you are, because you combine your personality with DJing better than 98% of other DJs I've heard in Phoenix.
What? Thank you.
You
I
do
feel
that.
like people, because for me, people know my name from the radio. They don't necessarily associate the DJing thing with me. I think they're more so starting to now.
Yeah.
But I never out promoted the DJ stuff versus the radio because the radio is, the bread and butter. That's the everything.
Right.
But now, or initially, that was the reason I would jump on the mic. I wanted to show my vocal skills and let that connect. That way, they're like, oh, that's the guy from the radio.
Right.
And then they would actually give a damn. Versus, like you said, whoever's DJing, they don't really give a fuck. Just play the good shit.
But see, that's the thing, though. Your personality is so magnetic that even people that haven't heard you on the radio before and they only seen you as a DJ in Scottsdale or in Tucson or wherever you might have a gig at, you know how to make it so that way people, like, you're cool.
Thanks,
like,
man.
On God, it's a really hard factor for DJs to be cool. DJs are usually really great DJs and great people, great men, great women. But a lot of these motherfuckers are not cool. Like, hey, it's Stephanie's birthday. Hey, you turned 24. Go, Stephanie. Or, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to find that
It's funny
line.
that's how radio is
Cool.
too, though. Like a ton of people, like for the longest. I mean, some now, but when I was like really like first getting into it, it was always at like, all right, everyone get ready because coming up next we got Taylor Swift and Usher and blah 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 blah. Kiss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it was like
Definitely
fuck.
the radio
And
voice.
I feel like honestly, I mean, I've been in radio since I was 13. I'm 36 now. But I feel like up until maybe the past 5 years, I kind of really found just comfortability in being just me,
Right.
and not trying to find a different voice. So like what you get here is what you'll get in a radio station, on the podcast, or whatever it is. Like I think it takes a long time for people to really find their comfort zone and not give a damn that like because when all eyes are on you, you feel some type of way. They're judging me. It's almost like you try to be cool,
Yeah.
and so once you can drop that and just do you,
Yeah.
and understand people are either gonna fuck with it or not, that's what's cool.
Well, that's what makes you stick out because in Scottsdale, like at these other clubs that might not be like necessarily a hip hop club, like like there's like out here in Phoenix, there's like the Monarchs, 1111s, and they're used to having either like a host or somebody on the mic over there to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? People talking to the clubs, or he works in those clubs all the time. He knows what I'm talking about. Already, we've all been there. But at these other clubs where they're not really used to having a host, like the clubs me and you really DJ at and stuff like that, they're not used to that shit. You know, let's be honest, it's white people. They're like, wait, what is he saying, huh? Put my hands up, you know. But if you do it right, and if you find that line where you're not overdoing it, you're not overbearing, and it complements the music rather than you're just trying to talk to yourself talk, you got something special.
Well, you just can't help it. It's an energy. Like you're attracted to it. It's like fuck. I feel it.
Well, it's a show. You got to remember that you're entertaining. You got handsome men like Chewy out there in the crowd. You got to make sure that boy's happy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be really, really good on the mic. And also, Chewy, I love you. But we're mainly there for the women. But no, bro, fucking having you on here is it's a marker to know that we're really getting there.
That's
Like,
nice, man.
We've had a lot of really good guests. You know what I'm saying? A lot of really, like my boy Ryan from Guest List, of course, have been making
legend.
waves. Of course, Cassidy Jackson. We still love you, Cassidy. We're still going viral. Hey. And we're almost to 1 million views. You know, hey,
Clap that up,
shit,
man.
hey.
That's big.
Wow. Did not see that coming. You know what I'm saying? And people like that. But having you on here, somebody being such a staple, you know, with a lot of people, because the radio touches so many people, even when you were just really focusing on power before you really started building up your TCR brand and going all around the freaking country with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even around the world with that shit as well. It's just such like a really, really cool thing to be like, yo, we got a real Arizona legend on here, bro. A real radio legend
Thanks, man.
on here, bro. Because you're doing what a lot of people wish they can do.
Just having fun, bro.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, when you have fun, you make money, bro. So you know, and also you're way cooler than what I thought you would be before we first met. Cause I'm like, all right, man, this guy's big time. This guy, I don't know, man. This guy, he's just really cool. But
People
then,
always just put weird assumptions on people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, always. I'm sure people do it to everybody in here. Like, they see a clip of you or something, you know what I mean? Or like you can tell you work out or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. And they just put this weirdness, their own insecurities, they put it on you.
Yeah, that's what it
You know what
is.
I mean? And they think, oh, he's gonna be an ass or whatever. And it's like, bro, when you chop it up, we're cool.
I get that from girls all the time. They're like,
I thought you were gonna be an asshole.
I thought you were gonna be a player. I thought you were gonna be like an asshole.
but are you not?
I'm not, bro. I'm not. I'm like, you would know probably more than anybody if I was.
Nah, you're a good guy.
Yeah, usually when I'm talking to a girl, I'm like pretty like, I don't need to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
RC, did you have any questions or anything like that?
Yeah, well, my question for Tino is I just want to know who are some of your influences some of your biggest influences coming up. You said you've been in radio since you were 13.
Yep.
So who are some of those people that you looked up to and was like, yo, if I can get somewhere near this guy's level or emulate what they're doing, then I'll be all right?
I mean, the first one that always pops in my head is Big Boy. You know, he's a legend. Everyone knows him.
Big boy.
And I had met him for the first time. I'm from Texas originally, and I'm from Lubbock, Texas, which is West Texas, about 4 hours west of Dallas. I moved to San Antonio when I was like 18. And Big Boy was syndicated at the time, and he still is. But he was syndicated, and we ran him as a morning show. And so they came out for a visit. And I just remember like, holy shit, like he's in LA, but we had her show out here like one day. You know what I mean? And now, you know, you go years later, I was just with him Friday night. And he's had me like, we were on the same station at one point. He had me in his studio and interviewed me for his podcast.
Nice.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And he's always just super
that's crazy.
like complimentary, man. It's weird when I'm there with him. Like same thing, like Friday night we're in this. It's an after party for the iHeart Music Festival,
Right.
And it was basically for like just their like top talent.
Mm.
And the cool thing is like that's why I wanted to come on here too, because I feel like some people like they might like know the name, but they don't understand the ins and outs of kind of what we do.
Right.
Like our stuff is special because we own the content and we don't work for anybody. Like Tino Cochino Radio is a company and we're a content creation company and we create a radio show that we own that is syndicated throughout the country, and we have partnerships with every major radio company
Okay.
across the country.
Right.
iHeart's one of them. So the cool thing is we're the only ones that don't work for iHeart that are invited to the iHeart party.
Come on,
So that was
man.
That's tight.
Come
And so-
on. Let's
That's
go.
tight.
We get in. It was so random. We're walking in. As we're walking in, Lance from NSYNC's walking out. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of party is this? Who's all here? And so we get in there, and everyone's chopping it up. And then in a corner, just by himself, is Big Boy and his homie, and they're just chilling. And so I ain't seen him in probably like a year or so. And I just walk up, and I'm like, Big, what up? And he's like, shit, I was about to get out of here. Man, how you been? Da-da-da. And he knows immediately. He's like, how many cities now? What are you doing now? And just the fact that he, someone that I looked up to and was like, had no clue who I was then, that I could, just talk to him and shoot the shit. It's surreal.
That's incredible.
That's amazing, bro. For somebody,
Incredible.
for you to be on somebody like Big Boy's radar in a heavily saturated market of like radio personalities and content creators, you could throw a nickel and hit 4 of them right now. You know what I'm saying? But for you to stick out to a legend like that,
Yeah, it's pretty
like,
crazy.
Nah, bro. That definitely shows that you've come such a long way, and you're not even done yet. You ain't done,
Just
Tino.
warming up, man.
You might be the next fucking Big Boy. You
From
might,
your mouth to God's ears.
Hey, bro. Fucking, we're rooting for you, man.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Artie.
You have, to me, you have a very very recognizable voice. Was there anything that you did to kind of curate your voice, or was there any like videos you watched or things you read to improve your voice, or was it just kind of a natural progression?
I always hated my voice because it was so weird, because I was used to what we were talking about, the very like, hey everyone, what's going on? It's no. Like, fuck, I don't sound like that. I just got this weird voice.
Right.
Like I said, over the past 5 years, I got like comfortable with it. But like, it's been evolutions. Like, cause I'm from Texas, and so you gotta understand, I grew up. I mean, Texas culture is different. Like it's like hip hop mixtape culture. I was out on the corner slinging like actual mixtape CDs. I had when I turned 16, my aunt on my mom's side was like, yo, I'll buy you a car. What do you want? I mean, it's got to be something used, obviously, not like fancy shit.
Right.
And I was like, I want a Chevy Astro van. She's like, what? And I had this whole vision. I was like, a Chevy Astro van. So we found this beat up fucking Chevy Astro van. It was like, I think $1,500. It was like hella miles.
Right.
Got it. I saved up money, wrapped it. And I would go park after school on the busiest intersection in my city with mixtapes that I make. And I just stand there and hold them like this, and just for hours, bro. And the people just drive up, what's up? And I'm like, hey, I'm Tino from the radio. This is my mixtape. And
Fire.
that was like just the hustle that was in. But at that time, like I said, from Texas, my vernacular was very different. It was very Southern. So when you hear like old interviews with me, I'm like, hey, what up, baby, man? We out here talking about shit.
Damn.
Texas, baby. Da, 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 da.
All right, Paul Wall.
I know, bro.
Okay.
Paul's the homie. Shout out to Paul. But like literally, that's how you talk out there. You know what I mean?
Right,
That's just what I knew nothing different. I remember the first time I went to LA, I think I was 20, 21.
Mhm.
That was the first time I ever heard EDM music. Prior to that, all I listened to was Chameleon, Slim Thug, Paul Wall, DSR, like all the fucking
Big Pokey. all
just
that.
Southern shit. Yeah, rest in peace. And when I went out there, it was the first time I heard EDM. I remember the song was David Guetta, Sexy Bitch. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. This is a whole nother world. I didn't know this existed. And then I realized that it was a bigger world than just Texas. Like at the time when I was younger, I didn't think really about LA too much. It was more so like I just wanted to make it to a big city in Texas, like Dallas or Austin or something.
Right.
And then once I got out of it and saw just how big, I'm sorry, this is taking so long to answer your fucking question.
You're good. You could keep going.
My point is, once I got out to LA and just realized there's a whole different world outside of just Texas, I was like, I need to really figure out who I am and just me and what I'm actually into versus just what I've been around and what I'm used to.
Right.
And I think that just by thinking that, keeping that top of mind, it kind of let me finally get comfortable with just who I am.
Okay, so it was more of like an introspective journey
For
into
sure.
like finding your inner. Okay, that's
Yep.
cool. Yeah, dope.
Sorry, bro. I take forever.
Nah, bro. It's,
In radio, there's this shit called PPN. They say keep it PPN friendly and you keep it kind of short.
Right.
And when I'm not on the radio, then I just start fucking talking.
Nah, bro. But see, no, but
this is long form content. You
No.
good.
Okay, good.
You
and I
talking
think
long
the
as
thing that we've kind of loved whenever we have a guest on is learning about like who you really are, because a lot of times people see you when you're already the product that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like when people Like when they found Ryan, they don't know Ryan's background. When they found DJ Freshmaker, they don't know his background. When they found Eric Bernal, they didn't really know his background. And when they found you, I'm sure you probably have done other shows and you talked about how you kind of got started and stuff like that. But for a lot of people, it's still really new. You know what I'm saying? You're still introducing yourself to somebody for the first time. So being able to hear our guests speak candidly, and we ain't have to pressure nobody and shit like that, bro. It's amazing.
Cool.
Right? And you tell a hell of a story too. Okay, you're entertaining. You're not boring. If you were boring, I'd be like, come on,
Next episode.
Yeah, all right, come on, man. So then, all right. So you grew up in Texas. Then you went to L.A. What brought you out here to Phoenix?
Power. I was sending. How was it? In Lubbock, I was 18. San Antonio, 18 to 21, and then our station flipped formats. And at the time, I was making bullshit money. I didn't make good money till I was 30. I was making bullshit money, but I never thought about it because work is so much fun, bro.
Right.
Like I've loved this job. Never had another job, and it was so much fun. And I'm like, I could pay my bills. Shit, I'm living. I'm good. And so whatever extra money I'd have, I'd take my friends out. We'd buy bottles every weekend at like the dopest club, and we'd just fucking get lit. And I felt good that I could buy that.
Nice.
And then I lost my job because the station flipped formats, and I had like $400. I'm like, fuck, how am I going to pay rent? What am I going to do?
Right.
And then I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was like, oh, you can stay with me. And so I stayed with her for a little bit, and then that's when kind of I started hustling, like trying to go to clubs and meeting promoters and trying to really market like the DJ side of things. So I did that for about a year, made enough to like, pay bills and shit.
Right.
And then my program director at the time, shout out to Eric Sean, he ended up getting a cool deal where he became 3-6 Mafia's DJ and road manager. And he's like, yo, I'm going to move to L.A. If you want to go, just come. And I was like, okay. And so I fucking packed up the car. We fucking bounced and went to L.A. and, sleeping on couches, different people's shit. I knew nobody out there. And so they would have shows and I would be able to go and, open up or do a set or do whatever. But just that to experience, being on the road, fucking 3-6 Mafia, you know what I mean? Like it was just, shout out to Paul and Juicy too. There's some of the coolest dudes, still the coolest dudes.
Right.
And that was just an experience. But again, it got to a point where it's fucking LA. I couldn't afford it to live.
Yeah.
And so I was about to move back. And then I ended up getting a call from a station in Bakersfield, California, which is Central California. They offered me a job for nights. I went out there and I was there for a year or two too long. But that was the first place that I was able to really like kind of plant roots and build a name for myself because Bakersfield's in the middle of LA and San Francisco. So whoever you are, you had to go through. So like that was where I was able to like meet Ty Dolla $ign for the first time and like build a cool relationship with him and DJ Amen and just everybody. So I really owe a lot to Bakersfield. But, you outgrow certain places. And I couldn't do anything else there. And I was sending air checks demos basically to Phoenix forever because Power 98.3 was always a talked about station, even when it was obviously Power 92 and the whole thing.
Right.
So I was always sending my demo, never hear back. I was about to take a job in Cleveland, Ohio, just because I needed to get the hell out.
Damn.
Then I got an email from the program director, Mikey, and he's like, yo, I got an opportunity if you want to come out here and try out. So I flew out that weekend, and it just so happened John Hart, who had the Who Booty record, he was a friend, and the Baby Bash was in town. They both were coming to the station, and I was like, well, shit, come jump on my show since I'm filling in. And so they jumped on. They were my guests, known them forever, so the rapport was there. We vibed.
Right.
That was a Saturday audition, and then they offered me the job on Sunday, and then I moved out here like 2-3 weeks later. And then it'll be 10 years that I've been in Phoenix in January.
Hey.
Nice. So
that's crazy for your first two guests to be legend Baby Bash, and then at the time John Hart was he was
Who Booty, that record.
Who Booty was crazy.
Huge record.
Yeah.
Nah, he has some shit, man. That's fucking insane. And shout out to my boy Mikey too. Mikey's a real one. Oh, really genuine guy.
What I love about like our show and like what we do, just the company in general, like Mikey is a program director. He was been a boss of radio stations for years.
Yeah.
He trusted my vision enough because like I said, we're our own company. So we had to bet on ourselves and step away from working for a station to do our own thing. And so like he had this stability in this industry and believed in what I was doing enough to step away and become my partner in this thing. Same thing for like my producer, Matt, who used to work in this building as well. He was here for like 15, maybe 18 years. Wow. And he was able to step away from that and trust what we were doing. And it paid off, but it feels good when you have people like that believe in a vision and see it before it pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's how you really become successful, at least in my eyes, is when you're doing it with people that genuinely care about you and they care about your vision, and you guys can all come together. Like how this podcast came together. Yeah. With some really random shit. And shout out to once again to Jello TV. Of course, Jello, we fucking love you. Gio, we love you too. This was mainly Jello's idea after me and him
Oh,
met and
dope.
became friends. And I told the story before. And then, of course, I had to get RC. And Artie just happened to be there that day. Like, hey, you want to be on it? Sure. You want to come? Sure. And then, of course, Chewy is the backbone. He's the spine of this whole thing. So, like.
You could tell you guys got a good vibe. Like, even when I'm just watching you guys, like, interact with each other, it seems like friends. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like, oh, fuck, I have to be here. Like, everyone has a genuine, like, chemistry.
It's become more of a brotherhood ever since we met because we were all strangers. Well, I mean, for the most part, like RC knew Artie pretty well, but maybe not as well as he does now. And then Chewy was kind of new to a little bit of everybody. But now I see videos. Chewy's over there fucking hanging out with RC and shit.
That's dope.
Dancing, having a good time. Or RC we're running to, Gio, even though I know y'all go way back. But it's just super cool. Like we have like our brotherhood now of like, hey, 2 of us can hang out, 3 of us can hang out, and it's not weird.
Yeah.
When we come together on a podcast, it's like literally I'm talking to my brothers.
Right.
Like I'm talking to
That's
my
dope.
best friend. So that's really cool. And shout out to Nicasio, too. I know, he's been a really, really key part of what you got going on.
Nicasio's kind of like a similar story. It was just kind of there. Like, he was the guy that he never really talked on the radio unless he was introducing a song because he was mixing.
Yeah.
But in the hallways, he's making everybody laugh and just talking shit. He was that guy that was just super unfiltered and would say the shit to make you be like, oh, my God. And there was just something there. And I remember I was getting ready to start a podcast. This was obviously years ago.
Yeah.
And it was just something about him. I was like, bro, jump on this episode or just come be in here. And we did one episode and I knew immediately. I was like, there's something here. I was like, bro, I don't have a full budget right now. I'll pay you out of my pocket. Do it for like 6 months. And let's see how it goes. And then it went good. It ended up being like a year, I think I had to pay him out of pocket. Finally got a budget. And then he jumped on. And I mean, he's one of the best DJs too, like that I know. He's just
Very
phenomenal.
talented.
Like turntablist, like I was saying, he's so dope.
Right.
But I feel like so many people now, I think people more so know him. He'll probably get mad when I say this, but I feel like people more so know him for the radio show because he's that unfiltered, just it is what it is. And everyone needs that. I always tell everyone, like in every movie, TV show, there's always a bad guy. He's my bad guy.
So he's your Artie. Got it. Okay.
There you go.
So he's the guy. Let me see.
That's what's up.
All right, so we learned about kind of where you came from and how you got started with everything, and what you're doing now. But where are you going? Like what are like some of your next plans? And I know you can't really get into everything, but if you kind of give us like a little hint, a little teaser about what's coming next for TCR.
I mean, the show, when we started the syndication, we just wanted to be like a night show, like the evening time, the fun people you could turn on, just whatever.
Right.
It's evolved into like a full-blown morning show. Like we go in, the way it works now, basically, we go in and based in Phoenix, we go in and we do a live morning show from 6 a.m. to 10, but it's not live in Phoenix. It's live in San Diego and Riverside and like Orange County. And then that show is what's chopped up and sent everywhere. So, I mean, what's next, I guess, is just taking over more, cities and stations and just becoming the morning show on more of them. That's definitely a big part of it. Mornings is where it's at. It's definitely where the money's at. So we're enjoying that. And then outside of just, the show, I mean, show-wise, we're just trying to lock in more cities. Obviously, just bigger cities, better time slots, mornings. Again, that's where the show's kind of going. Right. And then personally, just it's been a goal to, just break more into the Scottsdale DJ scene for me. Like, I really want to. It's just DJs, it's not about the money. That's always just been a passion thing. Like I said, the radio show is the bread and butter. But I love being able to just go. The feeling of being a DJ is the best shit, man, because you literally control people's emotions. You get to watch that. You get to curate this soundtrack to make them, happy, mad, sad, laugh, whatever. Like, you get to do that. And if you're good at it, you feel it. And if you're bad at it, you feel it. It's one of those things that I love, man. And so Scottsdale, it's such a small little circle, man. And I was having this conversation last night with somebody, basically like, you've been opening a lot. How's that feel? I'm like, it's, like, they basically asked me if it bothers me because they know, like, in other cities I'll headline. Right. I was like, man, hell no. Like, out here, I know what it is, and I've always been the type to put in the work. Right, so I'm not out here to step on toes. I'll take my time and I'll get in because I know I'm good at what I do. Right. And consistency is one of the biggest things. I won't be outworked. I've always been like that. It just won't happen. I will outlast anybody. And that's just a fact. And so I know that, just that's coming soon. So that's a personal goal, just to get, a headline. I mean, we got the Tuesday night at El Jefe, which is a blast, and I'm so thankful to have that.
Bro, you got your own flyer already. I don't even have a flyer, Tino.
That's a lie.
That's a lie? Where my flyer?
I'm fucking out of here.
literally, if you go to the bathroom at Jefe, it says Jefe Sundays, and I love you guys at Jefe. I love y'all, but it does say Jefe Sundays. It says Cutswell, Convents, and then Aaron Mitch.
Aaron Mitch.
And I don't even DJ there on Sundays. Like, God damn it.
You're halfway there.
You almost made it.
Oh,
They almost loaded your full name.
But I'm
in.
thankful for the gigs I get. No, bro, fucking you, the ascension that you're making. You have a day. You've been doing more on weekends and stuff like that. I think you finally got the idea of what the Scottsdale sound is, because it's not easy. People think, oh, you want to play EDM? Shut the fuck up. No, it's more than just EDM. All right,
sure.
the good DJs, they gotta know the Bad Bunnies. They gotta know all the new hip hop. They gotta know older shit too.
Well, even when you find remixes too, you can't just download any remix and play that shit. Some of that shit's too weird. The synth hits too fucking hard. You gotta really like analyze your records that you download. Like I'll literally go on. I got memberships to every fucking service there is. I'll go download all kinds of shit. I'll sit on a Sunday for hours, bro, and listen to every little thing. And maybe I like half of this record or half of this one. Then I'll make my own edit of it. Like you gotta invest time into it. If you want to stand out, I think.
Yeah, it's like going to a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for the organic fruits. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the right bananas, the right apples. You can't just get any fruit that's gonna fuck up the whole dish. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's
What you be cooking?
hey, you know
What you be cooking?
steak, eggs, some potatoes, some pancakes. You feel me? I can make some spaghetti.
I meal prep. I order it, just get it delivered because I can't cook.
I was doing that shit too, man. But that shit started. I'm trying to get a house, bro. I should be adding up,
It
man.
does. It does.
Shit. Anybody want to meal prep for me, please?
I got scared for a second because you know when Aaron started talking about grocery stores and shit.
What does that mean?
You be comparing everything to the damn grocery store. Like remember when you was comparing Facebook to
Oh yeah, you did.
He was like Facebook is like
It's the
Walmart.
Facebook is the Walmart. Of social
Okay,
media.
Walmart is not really a grocery store. Walmart is like a fucking one-stop swap meet. You know what I'm saying?
You a grocery store analogy.
Walmart
enthusiast.
is Target's broke cousin. Okay, all right. I need y'all to relax.
That's
I did
why-
violated me.
Oh, I did want to say something though, because like listening to everything, it is crazy. Like Aaron said, like when I first saw Tino, I was a young dude, like getting into like the music scene,
Right.
and you know he interviewed me, and I felt like for real, like he seemed like a cool dude back then. But it's crazy that you tell me all this stuff now. I'm hearing about your past and like kind of the hurdles you went through, because when I saw you, bro, I was like, this is the dude. I would have never thought that you
that's dope.
had
Thank you.
went through that kind of, you know, those kind of tribulations. But it's comforting to know that, because it makes me feel like, well, I guess we all will have our, you know, tribulations of, you know, working hard to that, like I always say, that pinata break.
The main, I think, two things that I want to talk about that I kind of talk about everywhere. The one thing I talk about everywhere, without a doubt, I have a mental health podcast that I started about 2 years ago. It's called Is Anyone Listening? And I started it because we have a weekly radio audience of about like 5.5 million, something like that.
Wow.
And when I was in a shower one day, and I remember I was just, you know, like you lean up and let that water hit, and you're just like, oh, what a long day.
Yeah.
I was having like a moment, and I don't know what it was. It wasn't like suicidal or anything, but I was just there, and I remember I was like, man, if I died today, would anyone care? I was like, I got this audience or whatever, but would anyone give a shit? And like, probably not. They'd be like, oh, damn, he made dope content. And then a week later, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, man, I need meaning. I can't just introduce songs, and like I need to know that I'm doing something. And so, but I also knew that I shouldn't be thinking like this, like something was off if I'm questioning life.
Right.
And so, started going to therapy. Best thing I ever did. Dealt with all my childhood shit. Still deal with it. 99% of everyone's problem, if it's you, if you think a partner has red flags or triggers, that shit comes from childhood. 99% of it, because nobody addresses it, nobody deals with it. And so this podcast, again, with this big audience, I felt like, is anyone listening? That's what happened. I tattooed it literally right here. That way, anytime I wear like a low-cut shirt or something, people see it, they're like, what is that? I could promote it because I believe in it.
Wow.
And
Damn.
literally every single day I get people, I mean, dude, so many DMs, kids, husbands, wives, everyone telling me how once they listen to it, it helped them process their own personal things. So the one thing I just want to say, for the tribulations and everything, everyone does go through shit, but so many people mask it and you don't see it because of social media, because that's just, it's like a resume. You just put your best foot forward to show all the good shit, but you don't know any of the bad shit. So that podcast, I would love for you guys to check it out. Plug. Again,
Plug it.
it's
Please.
called
Plug
Is
it.
Anyone Listening? And it's available everywhere. So that's that.
huge. That's
And then just number two, the other thing that I want to promote, just to get it out there real quick, is that we're on 104.7 Kiss FM. I'm not trying to. No, not like that. Not like that.
Shit. Break the glass, Chewy.
No. I got love. I got love for Power, because that's where it all started. I know.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm here, dude. We're trying to promote, and I want people to understand we're in so many different cities. And it's not competition. And I don't view it like that. Radio's weird, bro, because I've been in radio
And
wars.
also, for the record, we're not affiliated with Power. We love Power, and some of us have or still do work with Power, so it's always going to be love and respect, but we are our own thing. So it's
Good.
Yeah.
So back in my day, we used to have radio wars where literally like in San Antonio, like on site, it was like, oh, that's the other motherfucker, bro. And like,
What was it, Anchorman? Like y'all were like fighting in the alley and shit like that? Like no touching of the hair or the face?
Bro, I'm telling you, there was a car show, fun fact, with 3 6 Mafia, and because we had that relationship, and we were both there. Both stations were there, and we were all deep. And bro, 3 6, since we had the relationship, wanted us to go on stage. So we went on stage to introduce them, and they're all in the front row. Bro,
Damn.
I'm young.
Oh, shit.
And I don't give a fuck because, again, this is radio war shit back in the day. And I got one of their T-shirts, and I held it up to the crowd. Now, here's the deal. Our station was respected by the streets, bro. Like, we would go to the neighborhoods where nobody went and go give out money and pay bills or just give out ice creams or whatever the fuck. And, like, we built with the city.
Right.
And so when I held up the shirt, people were booing.
Damn.
Then I lit it on fire.
No! It's
dang.
Chewy
My
bombs.
God. But my point in this, it's not to flex, because if it ever got out there, I wouldn't want them to think I'm like bragging about it.
You're not bragging.
This is crazy.
So I did that shit. Crowd goes crazy. They're wanting to fight. It was fucking nuts, bro.
Dang.
About 6 months later, our station flips formats. I'm out of a job. And the PD reaches out to me, and she goes, you literally burned a bridge.
Oh.
If that wouldn't have happened, I would have hired you like that.
Damn.
She's like, and I hope you learn from it.
Ooh.
And I never fucked up again.
Ooh.
But it was a big fuck up. I just saw her recently in Vegas at an event, and I was like, hey. And she was good, and we hugged it out, and it taught me a big lesson.
Yeah.
But that's my point in saying, like, that radio fucking who gives a fuck? It's 2023. Any radio people should be cool with one another, because radio is not the end all be all now. You can get music anywhere. So if you're still in radio and you can actually function and make money, you should be supporting one another in one way or the other. And so I don't view Power as competition in Phoenix, because Power is a hip hop station. We're at KISS, and it's a top 40 station. We play Taylor Swift. You guys are playing Moneybag Yo. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they might play Taylor Swift here. Everything's flipped.
It's a big difference. But the thing is, I still have people to this day that'll come up to me and be like, yo, I listen to you, man, on Power. I'm like, listen or listened? It's been 5 years. And they're like, oh, what? Or some people be like, yo, what happened? Because it's such a different audience. So I do like people to know, like, just because it's not so much a KISS thing, but it's a prideful thing. Like, I love Phoenix, and we could literally live in any one of the cities that we're in. We're all in Dallas, Vegas. I mean, fucking everywhere.
Right.
But we choose to live here because we love the city so much. And so I'm just proud of it. And I want people to know that the show that is in 70 cities and it does all this shit is based here.
There you go.
And it's
Nice.
at KISS. It just so happens to be. So
And also one last thing, a lot of radio personalities and DJs, they've been on multiple radio stations before. Everybody's been mix matching at other places and stuff. So everybody's been everywhere. A lot of people in the industry are mad fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially once you get a chance to meet them. So it's all love. It's
For
all
sure.
love either
Like I
way,
said,
so.
the industry's shrinking. And I still think it's dope. The thing is, like, I went to a conference recently, and people were like, one of the biggest problems with radio is, when you go up to people, you're like, yeah, I'm on the radio. They're like, oh, man, I listen to fucking XM or whatever the fuck. It's always the same thing. But it's like, what we're trying to do is it's not, for us, it's not about the music anymore. You can get your own music wherever you want it, whenever you want it. For us, it's the content. I want you to turn on the radio and listen to what I have to say and what we're talking about. So the things we talk about, we try and make it meaningful. And I feel like if everyone else kind of in the industry will kind of do that and let the music be second, then radio can still be a thing, because you're connected locally to the community.
Right.
And you can be out and actually help people, and that's the win.
Yeah.
To that point, really quick, this is just so random, but the apps for the radio stations, I feel like they got to give us more of the personality. Because when I take my daughter to school in the morning, we can either listen to the radio or like do it on the phone.
Yeah.
And I just like to plug my phone in. But the app is like, they'll give us the music, but like I'm trying to hear Jello in the morning or whoever in the morning. And I just feel like, to that point, that's a great point that you make, because people really are, you could hear songs wherever. So if you're tuning in, you're probably tuning in for the personality behind it,
right.
the voice. So that's a great point.
For sure.
I mean, that's what makes the greats the greats. The Dana Cortezes, the Tino Cochinos, the Jello in the morning. You know what I'm saying? The Super Snakes. Like, people, we're all going to hear the same shit. Like, yes, you're going to play Drake. We get it. But I want to hear what Tino's going to talk about in the morning. I want to hear what Dana's going to talk about in the morning and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are great personalities. And you especially, like, bro, you speak to the youth. You're one of the youngest people to do it.
Well, the cool
right
thing,
now.
too, it's all love, too. Like, we'll go to these conferences, and when you're at these conferences, it's all the same people. I'm literally there every time. Dana's there every time.
Yeah.
Where there shouldn't be any bad blood. Not anymore, not in these days.
Yeah,
you know what I
no,
mean? That's
yeah.
just
No more
Own up
lighting
to it
shirts
and-
on fire.
No more of that. I learned from that. I'm sorry, Cindy.
That's a wild move.
Hey, but you know,
That's a wild
hey,
move.
you got cojones for doing that shit.
Yeah, that was
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Bro,
Like,
that was
dumb
one of
cojones,
the
but-
craziest moments of my life. I thought it was gonna be a fucking riot, bro. That whole crowd. I mean, it's probably like 20,000 people outside, and they were screaming for it, bro. They loved, but obviously there was also people there that were for the other one, so it wasn't just a staff thing. It was a people thing, and it was like holy fucking. And 3-6 came out, they're doing all that fucking crazy hood shit. So
That's like straight. That's some
That
straight out of
sounds
Compton
lit.
shit when they
Dude, that's a
before
rock
fuck
star
the
shit,
police
bro.
and had to
Bro.
run about.
That sounds funny.
it was crazy, bro.
See, I wouldn't have did it.
I don't recommend it.
I'd have been like, "Here's their shirt." I would have folded it nicely. Put it back in
I
the
would have
bag.
roundhouse kicked that shit.
Yo, but mad love to Tino Cochino. Round of
sir.
applause. It's really cool to hear these stories because I never knew 99% of what you had to say today.
Yeah.
That's super amazing, bro. We're glad to have you. We're gonna keep the show moving a little bit right now. We're not done with you yet, man. Yo, we're gonna get ready for our next segment. It's gonna be called Hot Cues, and if you're new to the show, Hot Cues is where we break down different internet moments that are going down right now, pretty weekly. We try to stay up to date whenever we can. There's a lot of shit going on, whether it be sports, pop culture, entertainment, what RC had for breakfast, very entertaining stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We try to do like maybe 5 minutes per topic, but we usually fuck up because I don't stop talking and neither does Artie. So
I'll be quick.
okay.
Promise.
It never works. It never works. All right, topic number 1. So football. All right, big football weekend. Yay, sports.
Dudes.
Dude. Yo, that segment you did was actually one of my favorite. Shout out to Chris Villa too.
That's
by the way. That
funny.
shit was funny as hell. So I know you're not really the biggest football guy. You're more of a basketball guy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your basketball team?
I mean, honestly, now the Suns. For the longest,
Who was it before though?
the Spurs.
San Antonio.
Hey!
That's a big.
We were out there. I was there when they won a championship. It was so fucking crazy, bro. We were on the freeway and they fucking won, and literally it was bumper to bumper traffic. Everyone just stopped, and it was a party on the freeway for like 3 hours. It was
Tim
nuts.
Duncan's old
They
bland
did
ass.
that
They were just very fundamental.
I used to hate the
Straight up.
Spurs. I respect them, but I used to hate them.
Yeah.
Championship would
But
be
yeah,
nice.
football, man. All right, look, we live in a ringless town besides either the Mercury, the Arizona Rattlers, or the one lucky one that the Diamondbacks got. All right, that's all we got.
Shout out to Gonzo.
Yeah,
Hey.
we worked for that.
Yeah. Shouts out to the
Was that
Diamondbacks,
2001?
man.
That was 2001.
Yeah. Randy. Yeah, no, we had a squad.
Go ahead, Chewy.
No, we did. Hey, Byung Young Kim.
It started the Colangelo curse.
Yeah, that started the Colangelo curse. Fuck.
That's what I call it.
Damn.
What did Jello say about the Suns? Is because their stadium's on a Native American
Jello don't be watching
cemetery or
sports.
something like that. That's what he was telling me. I don't be knowing if Jello's
Hey,
lying
man,
or
it's
telling
it's
the
on a
truth.
burial ground, okay? Like, I don't want to hear his shit.
The ghosts be
Uh,
blocking the be blocking the free
They're
throws
tripping
and
up
shit.
Devin Booker. So football happened. So Colorado, which is like the darling of like the nation when it comes to college sports, like literally Deion bringing out Lil Wayne and The Rock and John, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, they got their ass beat by Oregon. They got beat pretty damn bad. And now people are, starting to kind of get on Deion's head about it a little bit. Have you been kind of keeping up with at least what Colorado's doing?
I saw that just because you couldn't miss it.
Right.
Everybody was talking about it. It was like a mini Super Bowl, bro. Like everybody was there. Everyone was talking
Colorado's
about
never
it.
been that black before ever.
Ever.
Four black people in Colorado were surprised about how many like the influx.
Like literally, you got Lil Wayne and Wu-Tang Clan and Master P showing up. Yeah, they
Offset.
ain't never been there. Yeah,
Yep.
Offset on the sideline.
They got Kawhi Leonard to come to a game, and somebody said,
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, they said somebody's like, "Damn, Kawhi don't even go to his own game,"
Oh,
and he's at the Colorado game. So they're doing some big shit. But yeah, they lost. But hey, like Deion said, this is the time to get them before they really have all their dogs and all their pieces and stuff. And they're going to be coming to ASU soon, and that's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, man.
We're about to go to that
Couple
one.
Nicasio's DJing for ASU. I think he's gonna be there. For
Ooh,
that.
can he get us?
Awesome.
Can he get us up there?
I'm trying to get in there.
Shit, I'm going with you, man. What you mean, bro? I'm going with Deion, baby. Black.
Yo, the state of Colorado is down bad when it comes to football right now because Colorado lost, and then the Denver Broncos got
That was bad.
blown away.
70 points. And you want to
They
know what
gave
the
up
most?
70.
The most.
I didn't believe it when I seen it on my phone when it popped up.
Yeah,
I was
it
like, I
didn't
thought it
look
was
right.
I thought it was a typo. I
It
was
You even
like,
get that in Madden or NFL.
bro, I was like 70 points that's basketball
That's
scores,
running it
boy.
up.
But the most disrespectful thing I think that the coach did, Mike McDaniel, coach of the Dolphins, was
What did he do?
they had a chance to kick a field goal and they set the record. The record was 72. They could have got 73. But you know what he did? they kneeled.
Yeah.
So that's the most
That is-
disrespectful.
That's worse than doing
Mercy, like, you know what? We can set this record right now, but we're not even gonna do it. But you know we fucking could have.
Uh-huh.
You know
That's
we
fucked
could have.
up.
This is the most points scored in like 50. It's fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah, they were hella like breaking records and shit, right?
yeah, no, they broke every
Like
record.
500 offensive rushing yards or something.
10
It was like, bro,
touchdowns.
it was crazy.
Like I said, I'm not the biggest football guy, so I don't be knowing shit. Why was it so bad? Did they just play like shit? Were they fucking up? What was it that allowed them to do so amazing?
Well,
It
the
had to be a
Broncos,
mix, right?
it was just a bad time of everything. Because the Dolphins, they won their first 2 games. Broncos lost their first 2 games. The Dolphins have one of the most unguardable players in the league named Tyreek Hill, who's
Fastest
literally
guy in the league.
his nickname is Cheetah. That
Holy
man
shit.
can race an animal and win.
Yeah, he's the fastest guy in the NFL.
Yeah, like he was the
Super
reason why
fast,
Mahomes
quick,
won his first ring.
agile.
Yeah, so and then also just the Broncos, Sean Payton was talking all that shit about the previous coach, and it's saying that Russell Wilson was kissing too many babies and that focus and over there slapped and then rubbing on Sierra too much, and then they got the ass whooped. So
Yeah, that was
Damn.
bad.
Yeah.
That was a bad game for them.
yeah,
man.
not good. But
I would.
hey,
I think they should have steamrolled him into the hundreds. Say fuck.
they basically did 70
could've-
points.
They had 70 with like 8 minutes to go left.
Yeah,
in the game.
bro, they
Like,
shoulda-
They probably could have got a couple.
They even
more
had a
touchdowns.
chance to break the record too. Like it was 72 points is the most.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like that was like the most fucked up thing was like, you know what, we could break the record, but we're not gonna. Cause you want to know why?
yeah.
When Michael McDaniel, the coach of the Dolphins, when he was a kid, he was a ball boy for the Broncos,
Oh,
and then when
yeah.
he was growing up, and he tried to audition for a head coaching job a few years ago. They didn't even give him a fucking audition
That's got to be like
or an interview.
the most positive but like negative feeling because it's like, oh, I showed you, motherfucker. But also it's like, fuck, I don't want to kill you like that, but I
Yeah.
do. You know what I mean?
I think that's killing him
Sweet,
more though.
sweet
Like-
revenge.
Should have ran him into the ground, bro.
Y'all
Yeah.
should have had me.
People are like, that's disrespectful. Why keep scoring? They're grown ass men getting paid.
Yeah,
millions.
this
Shut up.
ain't
Was that your Dion
motherfucking
impression?
Pee Wee.
Yeah, that was.
You sound like
Warner?
Dion.
No,
Marvin the
that's
Martian.
my upset Joe Schmo, Karen, whoever you want. You know, I'm
Oh,
very
it doesn't.
upset.
No, that's just Marvin the Martian.
You know what I'm saying? Marvin the Martian.
every 4 episodes, your alter ego.
Hey, I got many voices. All right.
I don't think so. I think you got Aaron
two.
and Marvin the Martian. That's it. That's all I see.
I can do Arnold. Okay, I can do it too. Okay.
That was pretty good.
Okay, that's not bad. You need to do that one more.
What? No.
You got
pretty
you got a
good.
little Bill Cosby.
I got some tequila. Oh no.
Whenever
no.
Jello
Don't do it.
so you got a couple in your arsenal.
No comment.
Yeah, save that for episode
I
37.
know. Save that for the next one. No, but one last thing with football, at least, because there was a bunch of games. A lot of people got their parlays fucked up. But you know who did win? The goddamn Cardinals won.
Let's
Joey
go.
hit
They
the
did.
horn.
Let's go.
They beat the Cowboys. I knew the Cowboys were gonna lose. I'm like, they blew out they won their first 2 games by a lot. I knew they were gonna lose this game.
I called it. I knew it was gonna be a trap game.
Cardinals can't even tank right. Like, we're not trying to win this
Right,
season.
we got to lose out.
Hey, you know what's funny, bro? Is the game was on at brunch, right? I was with my boy Faze on at brunch, and he's like, the Cardinals is playing. So I knew the screen was behind me, so I sat facing away, and then he was like, they actually winning, bro. I was like, damn, I had to switch to the other side of
The one time.
I was
They
like,
actually
damn, I gotta
winning.
switch seats.
I mean, they haven't been playing that bad. So good for the Cardinals. Good for the Cardinals fans. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you a fan
Yay. I got 2 teams, and I'm a firm believer of this. If you are born and raised in Arizona, and if you want to be a fan of whatever home team, whether it be the Suns, the Cardinals, whoever, you are allowed to have a second team because a lot of
Yeah.
times these organizations have been ass.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna keep rooting for the freaking Cardinals to be good for 1 year and shitty for 10.
Okay.
So I got the Cardinals and I got the Packers. So both my teams won.
There you
All
go.
right, there you go. All right.
Nice.
Dude,
I don't
shrug.
like that.
Don't
I don't
be
like
smug.
it.
Don't be
Chewy, I don't like
smug.
it either. I don't like it.
You don't even watch football.
Hey,
Arnie. I wanna hear your shit. You can't even name one player.
look,
And at least
you were in the Suns.
Uh,
at
what's-
least it's the Packers, and it's not like the Cardinals and the 49ers, or
yeah,
like the
they're
Cardinals
not
and
the
the Rams.
same. Yeah,
you
they're
can't
not
do that.
enemies.
I can.
Yeah, you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
need to name the players. Okay, I don't know why that's. We gotta let that go.
Because
Okay.
you don't want to say I'm a big fan. You
Yeah,
said
no,
it.
I didn't. I said I like to
watch
watch
that
it.
reel every night before bed. That makes me laugh.
I said football. I really like to sit there and watch football.
No,
I
you
did.
said you're a big football fan.
I'm
bro.
a big football
We're gonna
enjoy.
bring
I
it
don't
up.
know. Yeah, we had to run it.
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna
I know
bring
I
it
didn't
up.
say I was no fan.
Oh, yes, you did.
Maybe
All
I
right, but
did.
speaking of football, all right, next hot cue.
Speaking of the football season,
Hey, man, we getting lucky 2 years in a row because it was Rihanna at halftime, and now for the next year in Vegas, we're gonna. What wasn't it 3 years? Because before that wasn't like the
it
LA
was
one.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
that shit was
Dr.
fire
Dre.
with Dr. Dre. Last year with Rihanna was amazing, even though
Mhm.
RC said it was just eh.
I stand on that.
You
It was
hate
cool.
You hate
Ocasio felt the same way.
It was
I feel
cool.
like people either loved it or they're like,
You talking about the
no one
Rihanna
hated
one?
it, I don't think, but it was just either oh shit or
It didn't make me want to jump up and roundhouse kick somebody. Like,
Okay, no,
and
but it
dance.
was good. It was better. It was better than better than you two or the police or something.
No, you're right. You're damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're damn right.
Freaking Weird Al
And we had a
Yankovic.
lot of people that we knew dancing in the. It was a dope performance. It was cool. I think my expectations were just
She was
here.
pregnant.
Usher.
Keep up with the excuses.
Usher's gonna knock it out the park.
Usher
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vegas? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Usher about
Oh,
to
yeah.
go
His
crazy.
have you went to the Vegas
Crazy.
residency?
No.
Oh, bro, it's so good. It's an experience. His DJ like sets the mood at first for about 30, 45 minutes, just playing the best shit, bro. So you're getting your drink on, getting right, and you get to that intro, and he just comes out, and it just doesn't stop. And he's got the strippers and this fucking.
Strippers.
I mean, they're not naked, but they got the poles out to represent
Right.
Atlanta and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So they got the
yeah.
stripper dancers out there. They got the fucking roller skating going on, and then on top of whoever he's gonna bring out. I feel like he's got to at least, very least, close it out probably with because it's
Lil
such a
Jon.
huge song and bring out John and
Have
Luda.
to.
What songs can he do? Love in the Club. You think he's gonna do You Don't Have to Call?
Yes,
I would
got
hope
it.
so.
Ooh.
He's got so many, bro.
Yeah.
That'll be fire.
You remind me.
Yep, you remind me
I
for
don't-
sure.
You got
I
it
don't know.
bad.
That's too slow for the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If he want to get on
That
his,
was a huge song.
if he want to get on his performance and really flex his vocal ability, yeah.
He's gonna do the pop shit. He'll probably do like fucking the shit with Pitbull. DJ got us falling in love.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'll- he's definitely gonna do that. What's the other one? I don't remember telling a girl like you. Doom, boom, boom.
Was it caught up? Not caught up.
Doom, boom. That one.
Feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There for
That's a
years.
good song.
Oh shit, yo, no, he needs to do that one, bro. The caught up is fucking amazing.
Caught up.
He got so many, bro.
Yeah. Usher's gonna be fucking amazing. Yo, let us know below who your favorite Super Bowl performances have ever been. Real quick, who is your favorite all-time Super Bowl performance?
Fuck, man. Come back to me.
All right.
I gotta think. There's
Favorite.
So many.
Was The Weeknd my favorite?
Weekends was fucking
I
amazing.
really that performance was incredible.
During the
He
pandemic?
used the entire field. It was great. I mean, they always
when
do,
he was like
but
running
like
around and shit like
yeah,
that.
that
meme.
I felt really good about
That
that.
meme was funny as fuck.
So all right,
Hey,
I'm
the
gonna
meme
for
too.
right now. I'm gonna go with The Weeknd until Lil Wayne does it next year in Louisiana.
you think he's gonna do it?
I think you have to.
fuck else
Oh,
would
If
you
yeah.
Wayne does
Who
it,
else do you get? You
Who
have
do you
to.
get for
It would either be
Louisiana?
Lil Wayne or like Master P, maybe. I
Both.
could see No Limit.
I would do both.
doing
No
something.
Limit, Cash Money.
Yeah.
collab.
Oh, that would be
Oh,
fire.
Jerry Jones would have a heart attack. Artie, what in the tarnation? Artie, real quick, favorite Super Bowl performance.
I mean, the only one that I've like rewatched was Prince.
Oh, that was crazy.
good.
Yeah.
Me too.
Minnesota. That was
Prince,
great.
he's-
Two
Easily.
says Prince. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Albert, you got one? Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
That
he
shit
went
was
crazy.
All right, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
true,
can't
true,
go
true.
wrong. Why has Drake not done it yet?
Great question.
Please.
Because he's Canadian
Hey.
and it's an American
The
game.
Weeknd is
Oh,
Canadian.
shit. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Usher is Jamaican.
No, man.
I'm
Sean
still-
Paul.
Oh,
Sean
shit.
Paul doing the fucking
What,
Super
I think
Bowl
that
halftime is hilarious.
No, I was gonna say is Jamaica like a one of the how like Puerto Rico's like, but it's not.
Oh, you mean like an
Yeah.
annex?
Like
of
a U.S.
like
territory?
Yeah. Nah. But I still ain't letting Usher body roll on my girl. So
Oh yeah, we
Stand
had
on
a
that.
whole thing about if one of us brought their girls to go see Usher and like Usher, like the whole Keke Palmer shit.
Yeah, if my girl allowed that shit, we would be over.
Really?
Yeah. She's got a
There's a way to do
Hey, there's
it.
a respect level, bro, for a relationship. And
But if
even
you
if
brought
it's
her
him,
to Usher,
yeah, you brought
Not
to,
for that.
To
yeah,
see.
I paid for the ticket.
but he does that. If you bring your
No.
girl and if she's bad, Usher,
I'm not gonna jump in and be like, stop. It's on her to
Yeah.
respect the relationship and be like,
oh, so you're gonna internalize.
Right,
You're gonna be sitting there and just like, wait till we get to the car. Just
because in fairness, you
Yeah.
saw how Kiki was looking, bro. Kiki was
Yeah.
like fucking.
I might.
Yeah,
She was like welcoming that shit.
I said the furthest I might go, I'm gonna look at Usher and be like, "Hey man, don't do it.
Man, you ain't gonna do shit, bro.
He might not
Think I wouldn't
respect that though.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm because I'm gonna let him know because I think that's between me and him because
You gonna
Yeah,
interrupt
yeah,
the
yeah.
show?
I'm not
You
gonna
thought you
interrupt the whole
stop
show. I'm not gonna fuck up the whole show, but I'm gonna let him know, hey, I'm not cool with it. So if he do it and she knows that I'm not cool with it, I didn't have nothing to do with her. So she knew I wasn't cool with it, and she went on with it.
Yeah,
Then
because that's
she
a
can
conversation you're having
Get an
before the show.
Uber.
Oh my gosh! All right, before we get out of this last
Anyways.
little segment, favorite Super Bowl. All right, you ran out of time.
I'd probably, I don't know why it popped in my head. It's that throwback pop one. Do you remember when it's fucking Arrow? Because I was a huge Nelly fan when I was growing up. I fucking wore Vocal and all this shit.
Did you have the Band-Aid?
I wore it for Halloween once. Yeah.
Nice.
When it was fucking Nelly and Aerosmith and Diddy and fucking NSYNC.
What year
Yeah.
was?
It was a long. It's when Shake Your Tail Feather came out because that's why they were all together. So NSYNC did whatever, and fucking Nelly came out and did Girlfriend, and then they went away and Diddy came out. I think fucking Murphy Lee was on it. They did Shake Your Tail Feather and the whole
Murphy
thing.
Lee.
Nice.
That was a cool year.
Okay.
That just I don't know why it popped in my head.
Didn't Justin
Nice.
Timberlake do it one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he
That,
ripped out
okay, that's my
James thing.
second,
Okay.
boy.
Oh. Shit.
Okay, yeah, Justin Timberlake. That's like my second because Justin Timberlake, he light skinned.
All right. Well, hey, I mean, he ain't wrong, shit. But we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving. All right. But I can't even talk. But before we go,
Tequila's kicking in.
my favorite all time. God damn it! I guess I'll go to LA one, seeing 50 Cent hanging
That was
upside
good.
down.
It was
you know
good.
What I'm saying?
That was
And
What was the best part of that one you think? Just quickly, because there were so many different aspects of it.
just seeing them all together, like 50, Dre, Snoop, like black culture, hip hop, R&B culture is just, you cannot deny it. And when it's on, and that culture, like in LA, where a lot of that shit happened, and with a legendary producer, music industry head like Dr. Dre, and then it's just so cool, man.
The idea of there's something about it that's different in California. I remember when I was talking about earlier the first time I went to California, I remember I heard Dre and Snoop Number the G thing on the radio, and it's obviously an old song, but something about hearing it in LA, driving around and seeing the palm trees and shit, like fuck, this
Yeah.
was made here. Like this is
Fire.
that. And so I could only imagine that feeling for Dre and Snoop. I think about that all the time. When I see people win, it fucking makes me happy, bro.
Right.
I think about their story and shit. I'm like, fuck, like I feel like I could put myself in their shoes. And I remember when I saw that, them standing together, just looking out, and Snoop never. He's just so fucking confident. You could see it, but it's like imagine how they feel like thinking back, like we were fucking kids just trying to figure it out, and here we are. Like we're two of the biggest names in the entire world, on the biggest stage in the world. Like that shit was
That's
motivating,
wholesome.
bro.
Nah, that's amazing.
That point you said about hearing music in LA or like being in California and hearing that music. My dad, growing up, my dad would always tell me that, and I never understood. He's like, "Yeah, man, see, but this song just feels a little bit different when you actually in LA." Never understood it. And then one of the first times I actually went to LA, it was some Tupac song that came on, and I was like, okay, now I understand exactly what.
Yeah,
he's
you
saying.
can't
It's
describe
just,
it until you experience
It's just
it.
a different thing. It's like, okay, this is a different song here in Crenshaw.
And I
It's
still
just
feel the
different.
same way when I hear like Kendrick's album or
Yeah.
YG or whatever. I still feel the same way. Like when I'm out there and I hear it, I'm like, fuck.
Listening to
James
Ty
Early
Dolla
shit.
Sign while driving around downtown LA is a vibe. It's
Fuck
it's a
yeah.
different type
Is
of
there
time.
any Arizona artists like old school?
Willie
song?
Norpole.
Willie Norpole.
I always
I don't know why. To me, it's his name. Like I can't think of a song, but he must have been.
he had
good.
Body
the
marked
tatted
up.
the body marked up.
Oh,
right?
that song was hard, low key.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
no,
good.
that
He
shit
was
was-
rapping.
Yeah, that song was hard.
Yeah,
Like
it
like
was-
actually like the sound of the song, like that.
The
Yeah.
sample, no.
Being
but-
Arizona for what it is, I always think of. I'm probably biased because I've been a fan since I was a kid, but like just because he's from here, MC Magic. And I still
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like people
yeah,
don't-
yeah.
Of course.
I still feel like people don't give him locally. I mean, he sells out shows obviously every time he's here, but I still feel like he doesn't get enough credit when people talk about artists. Like this guy fucking still sells out shows every weekend. And now he funds them himself, so he rents their own venue. He's the promoter. He pays the other artists, so he's putting
Solid.
money in their pocket, and then he makes all the bread. And it's every weekend.
Solid. That's solid.
Nah,
It's
bro.
so
MC
crazy,
Magic?
and he can go anywhere damn near and sell out a show. And I don't know, when I think of Arizona, he was one of the first people I remember, even back in the day, in Nasty Boy Click songs or NB Riders or whatever, where they were saying shit about AZ. And I'd never heard anyone really talk about Arizona before, and I was like, damn, Arizona must have all the bad bitches. Because
Yo,
they would always talk about just fire Latinas, you know what I mean?
We're gonna talk about the women in Arizona.
That's
you don't you worry.
crazy.
But no, bro. MC
And that was my
Magic-
young way of thinking. I don't think of you as bitches now, ladies. Not now.
No. Very
That was
respectable-
16-year-old Tina.
The cleanup.
No, but just Arizona music now, I feel like it doesn't get the type of respect it deserves because we have so much talent out here. And
For sure.
we got gotta come back. We gotta have you back on the show and talk about the shit at some point.
Yep.
Because, yeah, if you live in AZ or if you were looking for an untapped market of just artists, hip hop, rappers, DJs, producers, Arizona has a plethora of them.
When I first moved out here, that was one of the first things, because I knew nobody. I knew not one person. And so when I came out here, I told Mikey, the program director, I was like, I got to do something to figure out who's who and who's doing what out here. Let's do a show for it. And that was how we started Ground Zero. I mean, you said you came on the show, and that was how I first started just meeting people. I just want to know who is who, whose music's getting picked. Like at the time, I remember Judge the Boss had a song that was being played in a strip club. Every strip club, like his record was that record. J. Rob the Chief, like so many different people. And that was how I first kind of started to figure out the city, was seeing which artists were out here, making noise and actually like hustling and grinding. And through doing that show, I met so many people. I mean, it's just, the talent's crazy out here.
No, it's insane. And some of those guys, like, they're still like the futuristic, still grinding. Vita Ruler, shout out to my boy Jay Merkums. Oh my gosh, that dude.
Freestyle shit is
Merkums is
crazy.
consistent, boy.
Merkums is he's co-signed by, like, if you have Ice-T as a co-sign.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
Alexis is dope. The way the writing and everything that he does.
He's fucking amazing too. He got Bootleg behind him. No, it's it. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. We are gonna show love to you.
When Bootleg coming on here?
I mean, hopefully soon, man. Bootleg be out here. Jello said he could plug us, so
I'm sure he would.
It's always a joke with us because
oh god,
I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but back in the day, when I was a kid, I tried to get Bootleg a mixtape.
Yeah,
and then he posted a meme the next day with like Jesus and a bunch of kids like, I will not listen to your mixtape, Tyrone. That type of, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all ran up on him at a conference, though.
No, I know.
We wanted to get put on.
But
I was a kid,
it's weird
man.
because there's got to be a
hustling.
respectable way to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm low-key, I'm on Kev's side for that probably because
we waited for him, like, bro, like
you said the conference wasn't even over when y'all gave him the
we
thing.
weren't gonna stay there for 3 hours. Here's some fucking
But that,
pyramids.
then why even? You see, that's your fault. He's there for that.
Okay, but
and
we
so
just
you're
wanted to slip him real
interrupting
quick,
that.
and he was like, okay, no, what do you mean interrupt? It was quiet. He wasn't DJing at the time. He was
Bro,
just there.
you don't get to determine that.
Nah,
I had work.
Kev, we have to talk about this. Kevin.
I hate to say it, but I'm with you. I'm on your side.
I think when I
right.
was a kid, I was just a hothead. So when I seen the meme, we all seen the meme. We was like, "This some bullshit."
All right, man. We got.
Yeah. Anyway,
shit.
yeah,
God
keep
damn
it
it.
funny.
Yo, my
It's funny,
gosh.
bro. There's
I
a lot
told
of
you,
history in the
we
room
tried to
right
do
now.
5
That's
minutes.
what it
I
is.
try to tell you. All right, we got one. We got another hot cue, and then we got one more thing. So real quick, Blueface and Krishan, they're back in the news. They are a hot ass mess, man. We keep giving these people a platform, unfortunately. Now that they have a kid together, that is confirmed that like Blueface is the daddy.
Yep.
I guess he's posting stuff on the interweb. He said he got hacked allegedly. Is it time to cancel these two? Is it time to just wipe them off the internet and just stop giving them attention? Or
I hate the term cancel because
I don't think.
I don't want to take money out of anyone's pocket.
right?
You know what I mean? Especially if they just had a kid.
Fair.
But I just feel like it's on people to stop glorifying toxicity.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I think that's the big thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it like the car crash theory? Like it's so bad and
You have to
toxic
watch.
that people want to go to it and
Maybe.
see it?
Yes, I think that's what a lot of internet culture is that people want to see the train wreck.
Yeah.
You think they really want to see somebody, he goes to the gym 5 days? Like, yes, there's some room for inspirational talk and positivity and people being self-aware and mature. But a lot of people, they don't want maturity. They want smut. You know what I'm saying? They want to live through somebody else's drama because it's not them doing it, but yet they're still involved because they know who the players are.
I think selfishly too, in a weird way though, you like to see that other people go through shit in a weird way because I think sometimes people feel so just bogged down by so much of their own shit when they see someone else going through it. They're like, oh fuck, thank God it ain't just me.
It's not just me. Yep.
It's kind of off. It's probably the wrong way to think,
It's
but
dark,
I
but
get it.
I think it's just weird that like, I guess my thing with it is I think that it would take care of itself if things just happen as they should. Like, we know that she was whooping his ass on multiple occasions. Why is she not in jail? Why did she not have felonies? Why did she not? You know what
He
I'm
didn't
saying?
press
Like
charges.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like that's to me, that's what's weird is like they're like that's a criminal activity. If somebody posts even like posting your kids schmeat
Well, yeah.
on the social media for clout, like that to me seems criminal. I don't know.
Well,
but maybe we just need to work on
Well,
something. But I
Blueface
also
said-
think our
Let me
system
Right.
hasn't updated enough for how technology has.
Well, let me
updated.
say that Blueface said he did it for a reason because him and Krishan were having a debate about the child and stuff like that. So that's why he did it. But also he said that his phone was hacked. So everything's alleged with that shit. But
That sounds
I
like
just
a
feel,
lie.
The thing is that they had a surgery for their son, and she like moved the appointment, and so he went to Baltimore for the surgery, and he ended up posting that picture just to paint her in the light of she's an unfit parent. This is my son's situation. And they had the appointment set, and she went and changed the date so she could do some other shit that she wanted to do. So that's the for our viewers, that's the context of what we're talking about.
Yeah, we always try to give the bigger picture and the fair picture behind it.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, man. Like, look, I know these guys aren't. I know a lot of people in the internet. They're not looking to be role models or influencers to that extent. Like, they don't. I know Blueface never came out and said, "Hey, kids, watch me," or Krishan never said that either. But kids are gonna watch them, and that's who they're growing up with nowadays, man. So I feel like they're. I know, and I'm getting on a soapbox here, and I'm being the old man here or whatever, but I feel like there should be some type of obligation to at least kind of have some type of idea about, you're chasing clout, and that shit's a drug, and it's going to affect more than what you even think. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of these influencers.
I think that is a talk that needs to be had in general now, because it's something that is so prevalent. Like back when we was kids, there was DARE, you know what I'm saying? Don't do drugs. Well, we kind of still need to have that now, because this is a whole new thing to be like,
don't do
clout. Yeah, clout. You know what I'm saying? Clout is
what's a drug
you.
too? You know, like literally, like that. You get that fucking dopamine here. When you get them likes, or you see those views or whatever. It's like, oh shit. What else can I do to get it? It's a fucking drug. Man.
Clout can really kill you too, because you can really have withdrawals. I've seen people who have been on social media killing it, and then all of a sudden they're not doing as good, and then their whole life is in shambles because of that. Or even it could just straight up kill you, like them dudes who hang from the sides of buildings for videos. One of them dudes just recently died. Like, he literally slipped and fell to his death. So it's like, it really is a pretty serious conversation that needs to happen. But I think it's just not paid a lot of attention to now because it is so new.
But it's getting bad out there. We're not the ones that solve this shit, but yeah, it's just some wild
I'm sad.
shit,
We can talk about it.
Sad. All right, but then let's lighten the mood, Tino. Okay, we got one last thing. We got a brand new little sub segment called WL or M, which stands for win, loss, or mid. All right, we're gonna talk about this little situation between Hall of Fame potential tight end, Super Bowl winning tight end, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, right hand man. Do you know who Travis Kelce is?
Yep.
Oh, of course.
I actually know that.
Everybody does now. Now is apparently at least talking to mega icon, pop star, super personality, woman to the stars, Taylor Swift.
Swifty.
Which is crazy because I felt like even though I've known Taylor Swift for like, what has it been, like a decade now since she's been out? I feel like this is like she's never been more popular than ever in like the last year or so, 2 years. Like, even though she's been a star, but now it's like, yo, she's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like they're putting her in my face a lot.
She's so powerful that literally just because she's been seen with Travis Kelce and rumored that they're at least talking or casually dating, whatever the case is, his jersey sales went up 400%.
That's incredible.
And that's why it's a win. It's because if they're hooking up or whatever, they're having their fun together. Plus, it's helping both of their brands. I don't see the loss.
Yep.
So would you call that
It's not like it's going to be a marriage or anything. I mean, and if it is, cool. But right now, they're just, young, having fun, successful, and making money off of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy situation, and like when you date a pop star and people are like, but Travis, if you break her heart, you're gonna have 1 billion women hate you. I'm sure he's like, okay.
Yeah, that's
So
worried about somebody else dick.
So I'm gonna ask you, like, what? I'm gonna ask you guys: is there a situation just from like like, are they happy, money make, even if it's just business? Would you call this a win, loss, or is it just mid, as in just whatever? Well, Tina, what'd you say?
I say win.
Okay, you say you give it a win. I think. Chewy, you have to add that in editing a little. Ding.
I got you.
Chewy, what would you say? Would you call this a win, loss, or mid?
That's absolutely a win.
Okay, there you go. RC.
I didn't see this one coming. I think it's a win, though.
There you go.
I think it's a win.
Okay.
It's going to do well for both of them.
Sounds like a dub.
Yeah.
Okay, look, universal dubs here, okay?
Yeah, sounds like a dub.
I'm going to call it a dub. I wanted this guy to be controversial and say loss.
I wanted to call it mid.
Actually, you know what? I might call this a potential loss because you cannot let this distract you from winning a Super Bowl.
That is true. If it affects his playing ability, then it's a loss.
Very true.
So potential loss.
Yeah.
Current win, potential loss.
Yeah. In the current moment
Boom.
with the information we have today, It's a dub.
Yeah.
What was his stats though? Weren't they okay? Like,
Oh, he balled out.
I'm about to
Yeah.
say,
But they
like,
played
he
against the
scored a
Bears, or the
touchdown.
Bears are hot ass.
that's true. That's true.
All right. The Bears, sorry, Bears fans, you guys are ass.
Are people looking forward to him breaking her heart so that she could like make a
more music?
emotional album?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Why do we do that in American culture?
Hey, you know what? I'm
We
gonna
love our celebrities.
I'm not even gonna say that.
What? Say it.
Oh.
Now you gotta say. Come
Say
on,
it,
bro.
bro.
You know the rule.
I'm ready for the break that window. Come
Break
on.
the glass.
You know the rule.
This is just me. This is my thought. I'm a firm believer that whole Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce scandal that happened a few years ago was staged.
No.
I'm a firm believer of that, so that way Beyonce can just have another reason to write another album about Jay-Z not being shit and then make more money.
No.
So you think it's almost like Kardashian vibes, like how it's all scripted?
Yes.
Nah, bro. Them 1-2 combos from Solange in that elevator was real.
She didn't really hit him.
I don't know.
Come
She was
on, gang.
swinging
She
on
was
him.
whooping.
Okay, I watch wrestling. All right, I see people get broken in half through tables, and then they're walking and doing backflips just fine right after that.
I don't see why it's so surprising to think a rich billionaire man is fucking.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I don't know.
If you
like,
take Jay-Z's money away, then he's not. Look, I think
Yeah,
he's
okay,
but he has the money.
He has the money, but I'm saying, but he's not.
that-
like,
you could say
Maybe
that.
too,
What do you mean?
He's
though?
got such a confidence about him too. I feel like he could probably pull whoever he wanted,
You
with or
couldn't-
without it. He just got that fucking.
every time I
swaggy
see
New
that
York
meme
guy.
of like, I don't think it's actually Jay-Z, but it's somebody that looks like him and it's like up close to like his nose. Like imagine waking up to this.
If you take, but you can't
Hey, I'm
take.
not a woman, so I don't judge dudes like that. But it's like,
You
or I
can't
don't
take
judge
Jay
dudes
Z
like that.
money
in general.
away. Or I mean, you could, but Jay Z already. He came from. He was. I keep saying this. Why are you surprised? A month who sold crack is fucking. He's willing to take
Right.
risk. He's
Right.
already showed that he took the risk.
You
But
got a good
also,
he risked it for the
but what
biscuit.
did we
You don't
just
think
say?
he'll
We
do
said
that now?
drama
Like,
sells.
Aaron,
we
it's
said
hard.
that drama
I mean,
and
man.
heartache and the cheese man, all that shit is what sells. Nobody wants fucking happy-go-lucky. Woo! Even Jada and Will are fucking fighting all the time. All right, that sells. That keeps them in the news, keeps the money flowing. Okay,
I'm not surprised.
I'm not mad at the take. I don't see Beyonce going for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna date Solange. I'm gonna stage it. All right, I'm gonna make it seem like I broke her heart. All right, even though I'm sure she's probably married, and I'm gonna get rich.
No, I don't think she's married anymore.
Oh, and then cool, even
They
better.
did get married. But
All right, but that's hot cues. There you go.
All right.
All right.
that was such a tangent.
I know, right? It went out there. All right, we got one more.
That wasn't hot cues. We started
That
the
was.
win loss mid.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, but the win-loss mid was a sub-segment of the hot cue.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why it's like, you know what I'm saying? See,
All right.
Yeah, so
All right.
it's just a
That
tomato
tequila's
in the
kicking in,
sandwich.
Aaron.
It's his.
I thought about that in the shower. I was like, win-loss mid. Aha!
Oh, shower
Write it
thoughts,
down.
It's his pod. You know, his name's on the podcast.
Goddamn right it is.
So he gets to make those rules.
Yo, so Arizona women that we all love and we all have friends, family, we've all dated women from Arizona, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we from here. You know, cool. They were apparently voted. I don't know who voted this. I don't know where the poll was. I don't know who asked the questions. I don't know who did the math or the science. But it is now a scientific fact that they are voted the least dateable women in the entire country. Not Detroit.
I don't buy
Not
that.
Florida. Not
That's crazy.
not Montgomery. Or not Alabama.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
want to know
though.
how, like,
How
did
do
they
you-
do this test?
Yeah.
That's what
What
I'm
are-
saying.
What?
What was the?
They went to
I think it's
Scottsdale
cap.
and analyzed women for 15
Quality.
minutes. And they
I
said,
think
you know
it's
what?
cap. You mean to tell me that there's women in Chucalissa, Mississippi,
Chucalissa.
better than what we got out here?
There's
Nah.
women in Kissimmee, Florida that
That's cap. That's cap.
man.
It's a compelling headline, but that's crazy.
Women vote.
I don't know, bro.
I just need to know what was the qualifications. How did they come to this?
Yeah, what's the
conclusion?
criteria?
You think-
Because, in fairness, there's horrible men and women everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Right, right.
So it's like maybe they just got a bad group.
maybe
Ooh, I got a theory.
Bad
See,
batch.
maybe it's a thing of like they're like they're more independent.
But see,
It's hotter out here.
But here's the thing.
So they
Somebody
sweat.
brought this up. That it's kind of unfair to ask that in Arizona because we're such a melting pot of every
That's true.
other state.
Yeah.
Most
Like-
people here aren't from here.
A lot of people, these motherfuckers is from Cali. Or they're from Chicago. Or they're from other places from the Midwest and they come out here so they bring their ilk and their bad data, their bad dating personalities.
Their bad
and they
data.
Make Arizona like that. Their bad data. So somebody brought up a really good ass point.
That's fair.
Golly.
We got to try and do more research on that
Yeah.
and find
Yeah, I
again
don't
like
know.
what were the questions or what was asked to come up with that answer.
You know what
think
that
you could
sounds
look
like
at
to me?
that, Chewy? You think you could try to
find-
type
try
it
to
in?
find
Type in that AZ women voted least dateable.
That ain't no
Because
real study.
if I know, I was wondering if it
wouldn't
was
know.
made. It looks like it's a screenshot from the news,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like, oh shit, maybe. But it could just be a really good Photoshop.
It's a headline.
And no, if the news said it, it's real. And
Well,
shout
no,
out,
I don't
okay.
know if it's the news
What?
though.
And shout out to It's All Phoenix, by the way. It's a popular Arizona social.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's who
That-
posted it.
Got it.
AZ
Had to repost it.
women voted
And
the
he-
least
he
dateable.
usually don't
Let's-
lie.
what do you think it could be?
What do you mean, like
Like
why?
what? Like let's
Because
it's
assume.
hot.
Let's assume. Yeah, that's it.
Desert.
Desert.
I feel like you think it's like a fear of commitment type of thing. Like maybe girls don't want to settle down.
I feel that.
I mean, if that was a question, because I forgot who I was talking to, but like Phoenix is like top 3 when it comes to like bachelorette parties and like partying and all that shit. Now I don't know where it ranks. It's either 2 or 3. It's Vegas, here, and Nashville.
Nice.
So maybe it's like there's so much. Again, depending on who they ask, maybe it's just so much partying and wilding out going on, or just younger people, and they're like, oh, I don't want to do that right now, so I'm
What?
not dateable. I don't know.
I think Arizona's such a booming, and like Phoenix is big, man. Phoenix, people underestimate it. We're one of like the top 5 largest cities in the entire country.
Something like that.
Like metropolitan area. So you got a lot of options out here. You know what I'm saying? You could either be all the way in Buckeye, you could be in Mesa, you could
That's
be.
people stay in their bubble, and that's the
Right.
problem. Like so many, like a lot of people, if they live in Gilbert, they really don't get out of Gilbert unless they're
Right.
going to a restaurant somewhere or whatever. But they just stay in a circle. Same thing. Like my co-host Serena lives in Avondale, or no, excuse me, she's from Avondale, lives in fucking Goodyear now. And we were talking about that the other day. Like we were talking about random date nights, and she was like, "Oh, you should go here, here, here." She's like, "Oh, we're not gonna drive that far."
Damn. Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people, I think, just they're good in their area. So
Yeah.
for them, the dating circle's small, but really, the valley's huge.
You know what I think it could be?
What?
Now I think about it, is you ask 10 people, hey, do you want to live in Arizona for the rest of your life? Like 9 out of 10 people be like, I really like Arizona, but I want to move. I one day want to live there, or I one day want to live in New York, or one day want to live in both.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe it's that Arizona seems very temporary, and that's why nobody's trying to go long term in a temporary place.
Well, I think
can
isn't
agree with
Arizona
that.
usually voted one of the highest like retirement states in the country?
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
that's for people who lived other places and they.
I was gonna say,
come
I think
here.
people,
that's for
what I-
old people.
What I've
that-
learned by meeting people, I feel like a lot of people from here, if they're born and raised, they want to get out to go experience something different. But people from other places love to move here.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
I
one of
feel
the
that
rare
too.
people born, raised here. I ain't going. All right, we
There
ain't
you
got no
go.
hurricanes. We ain't got no earthquakes. All right, freaking people ain't doing no big old smash and grabs like they're doing in San Francisco and
Shit's
stuff
crazy.
like that.
Because you know you
Yeah,
can't
it's
get
wild.
away with that
Yeah.
down here, brother.
Try that in a small town.
Right there,
around here.
And also, look, let's be fair to the women because we don't have any women representation on this episode. So we've been doing better. Shout out to Jay Alexis.
They already represented themselves just fine. No, I'm just playing.
but no, I'm gonna say we probably need to wait for this when we have a women because I'm sure women are probably really bad to really voted least dateable because the men out here there's probably a lot of ain't shit dudes. Like look, we DJ at nightclubs. We see the type of caliber
That's the argument that they're
at
gonna.
men that are gonna be out
That's
there.
the argument that they're gonna give. It's gonna be like,
Well, we don't want to date anybody because all y'all are just piece of shit, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna get dragged.
Yeah.
Stewie, did you have something to add?
ain't nothing new.
I think I found like that same article. You guys kind of pretty much touched on kind of exactly what they were saying. That like this how this guy describes it. Let me see. This all adds up to Phoenicians watching
Who
the
the
door
fuck-
when
who
they're
the
on
fuck is
dates,
Howie?
not because they want to leave, but because they want to see if the next best thing might saunter in next.
Wow.
Oh, that's a great point.
Wow.
I feel like that's why so many relationships kind of fuck off now is because now I sound like the old guy, but it's social media because you think that you have so many options because technically
Yeah.
anyone's accessible. You could send Beyonce a picture
Yeah.
right now, like, what's up?
Yeah.
She might not read that shit, but it's an option
It's a
now,
yeah,
and
you're-
everybody thinks that there's maybe something better. Oh, like you get in a fight with your partner. Oh yeah, you can do that. I bet you there's another girl out here that wouldn't think that.
That's
You
a
start
great
scrolling,
point.
and you start looking, and you fall victim to the scroll.
That's a great
The
point.
scroll.
Well, also think about it like this: Phoenix is now the cool place to be. Drake said he wants to live out here now.
This
All right,
is
so if a
true.
woman's like,
He
I
was
don't
going
need- I
everywhere,
don't
bro.
need you. Drake gonna be. He was at Cake.
Yeah.
He was
He went
was
to
at
Cake.
Scottsdale.
He was in Maple.
I
he
seen
was
him.
in
He
Toka.
walked right by me.
He was at Toka.
He
yeah.
deliberately did not make eye contact with me. I still remember that. I was like,
Did you play Drake while Drake was there, or did
I
you stay
played a
away
little
from
bit, but
it?
I didn't want to glaze. You feel me?
I
didn't wanna
wondered
go
that.
crazy.
When
Somebody
I-
told me that Drake only likes listening to Drake, so I should have probably went crazy.
Really?
That's
I
what
already
somebody
know Drake
told me
gonna throw that in there, throw that in a verse. He's gonna be like,
Fat black DJ at Cake.
What?
Why would he do that?
And we're back.
Gosh. This has been a hell of a
How he's
fucking
gonna
episode, man. And
return.
also, hey, real quick, ladies, I want to give y'all a chance. And also, gentlemen, everybody, get in the goddamn comments and let us know why either A, women are terrible in Arizona, or B, is it the men, or C, is it just all of the above and we all suck? All right, let us know in the comments below. And that's episode 36.
Yes, sir.
God damn it, I've not cried and laughed this hard in quite some time. Big shout out to my brother Tino Cochino, man.
Yes,
Thank you so
sir.
much for
Thanks for
blessing
having
us,
me, man.
bro.
It was
Your
fun.
stories
Incredible.
are
guest.
amazing. Yo, let us know how people can find you. Plug.
Everything's easy, man. Instagram at Tino Cochino Radio. Link in the bio will take you to Tino TV, which is weekly episodes of the video podcast, mental health podcast. Shout out to Resjuvenator, who's a sponsor. We rock with them tough. So just
Nice.
everything Instagram at Tino Cochino Radio. Link in the bio.
Fucking love Resjuvenator. Shout out to my boy Pretty Boy Rob. He be hooking me up.
Shout out to Rob. Shout out to Steve.
Yeah.
Everybody,
There
man.
you go.
Resjuvenator's the shit.
There you go. Nice. Hey, yeah. And they're not like black magic, okay? They're not going to be in the mall like, hey, boss, hey, let me clean your shoe. And like, because I wear a size 18, so when they see my shit, it's like 2. Yeah, they only clean half because like my foot's so big and then they stop the other half.
Fuck.
So like the
You
top
be
of
let
the
them know? You let them get you?
No, bro. I be pretending to be on the phone and shit. I be like,
That never works. They don't care.
I've got that.
Hey, let me
My co-host
clean your
Serena
shoe.
just got swindled. She was in the mall. I guess the guy was like chasing her down halfway. She's like, okay. And so she
Damn.
bought some for her fucking kid.
Damn.
I don't know what
Magic?
company it was. I forgot what fucking mall she was at.
They are relentless.
She was like, I was so scared. She you just wouldn't fucking stop. I
What?
fought it.
Why is that such a pressurized situation? Like, I feel terrible just saying no, but it's like, yeah,
I
no,
pull
man,
out my
I'm
phone.
You-
and
you
do
know
a
what
fake
it
phone
is.
call
See, I do that
every
I'm
time,
telling
and I
you.
talk
It's
out
a
loud
pressure
too.
cooker.
I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe the flight's later, but we'll have to figure it out. And I'm
Maybe
like,
their families are held kidnapped, and every time like they don't get a sale, like they get poked in the back of the head with like a stick. Or
I always
something.
said from
Hey,
like
it gotta be something.
I've been a salesperson for like the last 6 years, and I've taken a break from it. But I always thought that the best way to sell that is just clean the most shoes in a day and clean both of their shoes, because the easiest sale is a sale when you have leverage, meaning that like I've cleaned both of your shoes, and you could just walk off and be like, and really be like, nah, man, you're good. I just wanted you to see how good
But
the
that's why they
product
do
was.
one shoe
And
though,
then
so that way there's one
right.
really clean one and one
Right, but that
dingy as
makes you,
fuck one.
but that makes you feel offended, and then you're like,
you feel
"Fuck
forced to
you! I
buy
don't
it.
want to buy your shit. You only clean one of my shoes. Now I look fucking stupid." But if I clean
But then they'll
both
be
of
like,
your
hey, well, then
shoes,
buy the shit and you can clean the other one.
but if I clean both,
sold.
no, would you buy for that
Taste the
reason?
soup.
No, if
Where's
you,
the spoon?
if I clean both of your shoes, you're gonna be like, "Damn, he really cleaned both of my shoes," and I'd be
Fuck
like,
no,
and
I'm
no,
like, I got a free shoe cleaning.
No,
I
I know.
I don't need to talk to you ever again.
and that's cool because that's you. But if you do it to 10 people, 5 people gonna feel bad, bro, and they gonna buy.
I don't know. All right, Artie, how
It'll take forever to clean his shoe.
See, I'll let him walk
burn-
the fuck past
clean
me.
they
I'll
gonna
be
burn
like-
through a whole bottle of solution trying to clean my one shoe.
I'd be like,
It's like, damn, bro, you really got to buy it now. Artie, how can they find you, birthday
you
boy?
can find me Artie Reaps on Instagram, TikTok.
What's your cash app?
Shit, they ain't gonna send me shit. I think it's Artie Reaps, honestly.
Is that, real quick, is that kind of thirsty when people do that now? Like when they put
I think that's the
cash
new
app?
version of homeless.
Yeah. You're shaking a cup.
Like, here's my cash app, hey, send me some. I'm like, man, shut your dumb ass up, bro.
I mean, I kind of do that when I'm live on TikTok, but I feel like I've built up the credibility on TikTok. Yeah, I'll go.
Ice cream so good, yum yum yum.
No, hell fucking no. I go live on TikTok.
It's my birthday. Ooh.
I go live on TikTok and I just keep repeating it as my birthday. I was live. I was like, it's my
That's
birthday. Yo, it's my birthday. It's my
a
birthday. They
birthday?
sent me like $13.
You should be an
Hey.
APC, bro.
Listen, on a
Get you a
birthday and
drink.
stuff like that, I get it. But it's
Yeah.
like when it's just some like I've seen girls before that'll be like, I'm thirsty tonight. Send me drink money. For what?
Some
Yeah,
simps
what?
would do. They're like, hey, all right, hey, I got you.
Because they think it's the way in.
$25. No, Artie.
Stuff like that is weird to me.
Artie, I would pay for you to be an NPC on TikTok for one night. The dude who does the Spider-Man, the Miles Morales, he actually lives out here in Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Like he does it at that movie theater off of Midlife. I've seen him before.
Mhm.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm
them.
like, damn, what up, Miles?
I'll fucking backflip cancel and break my neck before I do that shit.
Nice. Well, there's that. Happy
NPC.
birthday to Artie. RC, how can they find you, bro?
Yo, Calvert Productions, hit me up on IG and TikTok. Let's go.
Let's
You
go.
still pop on TikTok. Okay, all right. Hey, shout out to my brother Gibby _Visions as well. One of the
Yes,
best
sir.
photographers in the game. What a handsome guy. What a handsome guy.
What a
Yeah,
gentleman.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Mhm.
Chewy, how can I find you, big dog?
Jesus Crust on Instagram. GEEZUS _crust with a K.
Like Krusty Krab.
Crustables.
Krusty Krab.
Follow me, your boy DJ Aaron Michael, Instagram, Facebook. You know, I might be dropping a mix soon. I don't know.
Hurry the
song.
Hurry the fuck up.
Say what now?
You gonna drop that song?
What song?
That
He done
sample?
said
Oh,
that
that
shit for
sample, the-
12 episodes. Goddamn it.
only if you help me produce it.
Fuck
and
no.
no.
I'm not
Gibby-
involved with that shit at
Gibby will
all.
produce the beat. Tino, you gotta.
my
Tino
God.
and Artie, y'all gotta drop a verse on it, and RC he'll do the cover art. All right, there
I'm
you go.
not involved.
What you're here. I
that.
did that because of you. You're gonna be on it.
Don't put me on there. You didn't
We're
do any
gonna
of that
send it
shit
to
because of me.
Champagne Poppy. We're gonna spam it in his DMs.
Oh, that's too funny.
Nope.
More tequila, you'll be down for that. Yo, shout out to Albert as well. Thank you for hanging out with us, bro. Appreciate it, sir. And then once again, the alumni, Jello, Giovanni, love you guys, whatever. Dimitri, love you too, bro. Hey, man, episode 36. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We are there for y'all. We love y'all, baby. Episode 36, the Queued Up Podcast. We are out.
Hoo-ah!
Yeah.